How are you guys, everyone? Where are you from? Which country? I'm in US. My time is 3:03 in the morning.
And on that note, good afternoon and welcome in to season 8 of the Mystic Lotus and Dragonflies Awesome Devi Summit. Our expert today is a postgraduate chemical engineer turned IT entrepreneur who is passionate about coaching people into possibilities. She's also a medium and channel with experience in more than 50 different modalities. As a highly sensitive person, she had been struggling with anxiety and depression since childhood. Her actual healing journey began when she hit rock bottom with the loss of her baby in 1997. Looking to fix herself, she started exploring alternative therapies and kept on learning more and more and more till she finally realized that there was nothing to fix. And that was the moment when she went from victimhood to mastery. She started channeling a modality now known as the Light Key Wellness System, a system that helps people to embrace their divinity and have mastery over life through high vibrational symbols called light keys, frequencies, and processes. And there was no looking back after that. She has channeled around 100 courses and conducted workshops on countless topics. Doesn't stop there. She has also coached and facilitated numerous people one on one across the globe and helped them choose their dream life, with especially her speciality in quickly shifting people from victimhood of abuse and trauma to mastery. And she has also authored 13 books in English and Tamil and co authored two best selling books. And she made 17 times the monies in 18 months. Like, wow. With her work, people have been able to double their business turnover, land dream jobs without even searching, receiving money stuck for several years, receiving upgrades and gifts for free, and receiving unexpected bonuses, to mention a few. So, what is the Light Key Wellness System all about? Well, best to ask the founder of the same, yes? Let's do that. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for and join me in giving a warm Mystic Lotus welcome to the lady telling us about how the Light Key Wellness System can help create the dream life. Joining us all the way from Washington, D.C., USA, Nirmala Raju, or Nila as she is known. Hi, Nila. Welcome in.
Hello, everyone. How are you all?
All
Thank
good,
you for
all
having me.
good. No, thank you for being here, and especially a big thank you to you, Neela. It's an unearthly hour, 3 o'clock in the morning for you to have made that time to be here with us at our time. First of all, thank you so much for that. And secondly, thirdly, and fourthly, I have so many questions I want to ask you. But I do want to start with, my God, Neela, 17 times the money in 18 months. Please tell us how that happened. We have to know.
Well, yes, that has been one of my major success stories. So I have been in IT field for a long time, and I was working full time until 2017. And I was helping people, small businesses, to set up their websites or get into technology to help their business. In 2017, I made a decision to come into the business full time. Since then, in 18 months, my business grew 17 times. There was no marketing. Still, I don't have a marketing department. Yeah. All I do is energy work. I work on myself. The basic principle I follow is this universe is abundant. Just look around. Just tune into your body. How many cells does your body have? Trillions. If your body can receive 1 cent per cell, how much money will you have? And look around in your room, or forget about the room, look at the chair. How many molecules, how many atoms does that have? If your chair can offer an equivalent of 1 cent per atom, how much money can you have? Look at the ocean, look at the number of stars. Is there any lack in the universe? Absolutely not. If there is lack in our life, it is our own making. We simply create barriers from the universal energy, from this abundant universe, not to receive. That's why we have lack. That's what I look at. Instead of looking at anything else, blaming anything, anybody, circumstances, I look at myself and see, where am I stopping? And before going further, I really want to give you my background so that you guys know if I can make it, you can make it too. I was born in a very small village in South India, in a lower middle class family. I was brought up in a lower middle class family. And I had, my family had severe poverty consciousness because, my father was a teacher, but before him, the family was really poor. They didn't even have food to eat properly, as my father grew up in poverty. So the family had severe poverty consciousness. Besides, when I was 10, our house was burgled and we lost everything. It was such a trauma, such a trauma, I'm telling you. And even, my mom went to the extent of telling me that we should all commit suicide. So at the age of 10, you can imagine what kind of beliefs I would have formed with respect to having money and losing money. All right. So I had severe financial abuse, trauma, and I have been able to make it this far. Why? Because I took responsibility for my life. That is possible. So I'm a living example. If I can make 17 times more money for my business in 18 months, anybody can. Yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you guys. So the principle I follow is this is the universal, this is an abundant universe and I can have my fair share. I am like a drop in the ocean, right? Whatever the ocean has, the drop has. So whatever the universe has, I have. I got to just get it. Ask, align, and receive. These are the 3 steps I follow. I ask shamelessly without any hesitation. Hey, this is what I like to have in universe. Yeah, because you have it in you, and I'm part of you. Without me, you are not complete, right? Universe is not complete without each one of us. We are like a puzzle piece in the big universe. So without one puzzle piece, the puzzle is not complete. It's not fun. So that means I am important. Each one of us is important to complete the universe. So we can demand. That's what I do. And for me, mastery means, this is not just with respect to money. Mastery means proficiency and expertise in anything, in living, in having money, in having relationship, proficiency and expertise. What do they give you? What is the outcome? The lightness of living. It's to do with anything, not just money, lightness. There is no density, no intensity. You just float through life. All right, so that's what light keys bring. Light keys help you to embrace the infinity within you, the divinity within you. We are the ones who absorb stuff from our parents, culture, society, institutions. We go for religions and separate ourselves from this infinite universe. So light keys, the high vibrational symbols, they help us to get back into who we really are. We don't have to we don't have to bring anything into us. All we have to do is let go of the separation to have everything. Okay. Any
Nice.
questions on this?
No, very nice. We're all listening very attentively to you. There are no questions that have come in. I know that just listening to you, I am ready to just go straight into experiencing this. However, some questions are there that I do want to ask you.
Yeah.
As you said, the universe is abundant. Just look around. I mentioned a few things in the beginning about how people have doubled their business and received gotten their dream jobs without really looking for it. I just wanted to ask you, Nila, we've heard one of your success stories, 17 times the money in 18 months. How has this worked for people who have come to you? What are the kind of things they've come to you with, and how has it changed their money story, and how have they been able to become masters?
Right. So I had a entrepreneur or a therapist, I would say. And when she came to me, she had severe poverty consciousness or victimhood. She always connected her life to her ancestors. She used to start with, my family had money and lost it. My family had money and lost it. And so I have been working so hard to sustain. And she is a brilliant therapist, absolutely brilliant therapist. But she had to put in lots and lots of efforts to bring people into her clinic. So we worked through, she did some courses with me, some private sessions with me. In 6 months, her business doubled, boomed. And the kind of lightness she had was amazing. She had to have people in waiting list. And she used to have a lot of anger and anxiety if people left her for another therapist, or somebody didn't refer her, for example, a doctor referring her. If they didn't do it, she used to get very angry and anxious. But then she was laughing after 6 months. Okay, you are making more space for me. And well, if you are not aligning with my frequency, it's better you leave. So that I have more people who are grateful for me. So that's the kind of shift people can make. And money just flows in from unexpected sources. And I can go on and on. And I think, I'm not quite sure Subhana is here. She has had one of the best success stories, probably you will hear from. It's not, for me, it's not difficult. Once you take responsibility, then you have the control, right? When you blame somebody or something for what you have or who you are, then where is the remote control? You've given away everything to others, right? You have given away your power to others, your parents or your employers. And then how can you change? If you have given the responsibility to them, how can you change anything in your life? So taking responsibility is the first step. Are you all willing to take?
Yes,
Have
absolutely.
all you want.
Absolutely willing to take responsibility. And people either give us a thumbs up while you're here or put a yes into the group, because as Neela just said, it is the first step that you are to take. Yeah, Neela, we do come across, a lot of people with various concerns and issues, and especially around money over time. There's one thing that everybody, like very many people, end up asking, my monies are stuck, this person's not paying me back, my monies are stuck, this person's not paying me back. There was this client of yours who they had some money pending from a corporate client, even legal notices
That was
weren't
me.
working. Oh, that was you.
It's an amazing story. I
Tell us,
must
tell us.
share.
Yes.
I must share with you, right? Okay, so my business was booming and we did really, really well. And at one stage, a corporate client didn't pay us for the invoices pending. We did great job for them. They went from from no IT background to an amazing IT platform that launched them into bigger businesses, etc. But somehow, they didn't want to pay us. It was pending, and we went through lawyers. They didn't even want to come to the table. We couldn't do much of it because my company is still in UK, and that was US clients. We had jurisdictions problem, etc. It was a lot of money. I did a lot of forgiveness work. I had made peace with it, but when I did conflict resolution protocol, that I teach, that person, the CEO of the company, called me from nowhere after 2 years of all that happened. As soon as I did the conflict resolution protocol, probably within a month or so, I don't remember exactly, he called me, apologized. Within 2 weeks, we were paid in full. Absolutely. It went smooth. And I told my lawyer, right? He said, I've never heard anything like this in my entire career. Because he told me that the reputation of the CEO was not to pay people, and also go into a litigation or torture people with legal issues. And that person calling me and paying me in full without any problem in 2 weeks, that was absolutely huge for everyone involved.
Right. And all of this happened for you with your own system, the
Yes,
Likey wellness
yes,
system.
yes.
Amazing. There are one or two questions that have come in, Neela, and I do want to bring them up, but I have one more story I want you to share. It was about that person who found 7 gold rings after 11 years.
Oh
After
yeah,
11
again,
years,
that's
yes.
me.
That's you again. What is going on? Why do I not know that this is you? Tell us, tell us.
This is again absolutely an amazing story. I have a lot of stories.
Right,
And-
right.
okay, so I lost 7 gold rings back in 2012. I was traveling the world actually. We went on world tour, and we went through a lot of airports, and we had to attend a wedding in India. So I was carrying jewels. Okay. And there were customs everywhere. We had to explain, and they were taking my bag somewhere, returning. In my absence, they took my bag, and they did a lot of things. So I thought I lost my rings, 7 gold rings. I was very upset because I'm very fond of rings. Um, uh, then I gave up back in 2012, right? Okay, so that's what they did. Somebody stole my rings. That was the conclusion I had. And last year we had a call called, I think something like um, transmuting your limitations into gold, diamond, and wealth, something like that. Okay. I had been running the command, light matrix command, which, I will share later. I was using it to create gold a lot because I love gold. I love gold, and the frequency of gold kind of resonates with me a lot. So I was running the command all the time to create gold, but to transmute the limitations into gold. But I wasn't planning to buy gold. I wasn't planning to buy even any jewelry. I have enough. I have a lot. So I wasn't planning. I was wondering, well, I've been doing these commands to create gold. I don't know where they are going to come from. I just, I was just thinking to myself, you know what? When we were cleaning our home in UK, we were winding up. This box was sitting in a totally improbable place. And I opened it. Guess what? I had 7 gold rings there. I couldn't, I couldn't control my laughter. How is this even possible?
Right.
So things just appear, things just manifest. People just give you gold as gifts. Whenever I go to India, people just give me, gift me. Most of the time, my shopping is very limited because I receive from people, and I get upgrade in hotels, in flight, and when you are open, when you are an invitation, that's what you can have. So let me,
Fantastic.
yeah.
Yes,
Sorry, can I ask you all a question?
please.
Yes. Okay. So let's say that I'll give you a scenario and you're going to respond to me. All right. So let's say that there are 3 households you visit or you like to visit. Okay. Household 1, you go, knock the door, and the people inside just open the door or just the window halfway and ask you, what do you want? Okay. And then the second household, they open the house for you, doors for you, they celebrate you for coming in. And when you want to leave, they celebrate you again and they allow you to go. And that's the case anytime, whether you walk in once in 20 years or 20 times in a day, it's the same. They just celebrate you. And the third household, they tell you that they love you to the bits. Okay. And they celebrate you as well. But when you want to go out, when you want to leave, they don't allow you. They lock you in a room with the most luxurious arrangements. You get to eat in gold plate and probably the most delicious food, but you just can't leave. If you want to leave, they will blackmail you, they'll chain you up. They definitely don't want you to leave. Which household would you go to?
But it's a no-brainer for me, and I will give you my answer. Let people respond. Neela, while they're responding, quick question. Ashish has asked, what are light keys? Ashish, we will go through that right now. And Neera has asked, what about astrological blocks that bring in money struggles?
Interesting. So, once upon a time, I used to believe very, very strongly in karma. Okay. So, I used to think karma is kind of holding me back. I have to clear so much to get better. That is also a belief. The more you give importance to something, the more you give significance to something, you are becoming a slave of it. So we don't even have to go into whether this is true or false, what is the ultimate truth. All you can ask is, how much significance are you giving to that? Every time you're saying, I have this problem because, then you are justifying it. You have a reason why you have the block.
Right.
What if it is not true? What if? That's also a possibility, right?
Right.
It being totally true is a possibility. It being not so true is also a possibility. So I would ask you to look at all the possibilities rather than looking at that one as the ultimate truth.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So if I've also understood this correctly, no matter what the reasons are, you remove the focusing on that, and you focus on taking responsibility for the fact that you're not asking, you're not manifesting. With that responsibility, do the work with the Like You Wellness system,
Yeah.
and
Or
everything will
anything.
fall into place. Or
Or
anything.
anything.
Or anything.
Yeah.
And as I said, it was a no-brainer for me. It's been a no-brainer for everybody here. Also, everyone, be it Ravi Chandran, Rahul, Rupali, Lotus, Ruch, Vijay, P. Singh, Harshal, Neeti, Sachin, Neetu, have all said second house. I was also going to say second house only. Yeah, right.
No-brainer, right?
Yes, yes.
How do you think money will respond?
We'll want to go to the second house.
Second household.
Yes.
And how are you being with money?
We're first and third, mostly.
Yeah. Or, third, you
Yes.
hold.
Right. First and third, that's what I said, mostly.
First one is the resistance to invite in, to have. And third is, if you have, you hold it. You don't enjoy it. Then do you think money is going to come in? Are you being an invitation to money? That's what you got to be clear about. So for me, self-awareness is one of the key steps for changing anything. If you don't know where you are, can you go to where you want to go?
No.
So if you want to go to Dubai, and if you are in, let's say, Delhi, if you think you are in London, would you be able to get to Dubai? Because you'll be looking at the map from London, not from Delhi. So self-awareness is extremely important. That is the reason why I'm asking this question. If you know where you are, then you can plot your way through to where you want to go. So are you all willing to be aware and totally, brutally honest with yourself with that awareness? We have been brainwashed so much to think positively. In that, what we do is we tend to bury stuff. We then tend to suppress stuff. That doesn't go away. It manifests as something undesirable. So the job now is that to see all that clutter you have in you to make more space for money, relationship, whatever you like to have. So that's the work we do through Like You Wellness system.
Fantastic. And I do completely resonate with, and therefore especially agree with this, that, because we've been pre-programmed so much, because in the new ageness of be positive, think positive, say this positive, because I used to find myself, Neela, like I'm resisting it. I'm like, this is so much inside. Who's going to deal with that? How am I going to be happy if I am like so pissed off inside?
Yeah.
So I would actually not do that, because I said this has to be worked on first. If this release is not happening, how is that happy coming in?
Exactly.
So with you putting it this way, I was immediately thinking back to those times, and I couldn't understand. I used to think that something's off with me, that I am not looking at something like this. Like I must say positive, instead of dealing with the negative, the not so positive, the negative that's inside. So thank you for saying that. Yes, Neela, you were going to say something?
Yeah, but let me tell you a good news.
Yes.
If you think you have a lot to work on, If you think you have a lot of baggages to clear, that's great. Why? Because if you have so much, then you have so much energy holding on to that. To hold anything in place, you need energy, right? So that means if you are holding on to so many stories and baggages, you have so much energy locked up. And we have tools to transmute those energies into whatever you like to have. How would that be? So if you can
Amazing.
convert your sadness into cash, money, gold, diamond, would you choose it?
Oh, yes.
And it is possible.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is possible because sadness requires energy to hold.
Right.
Sadness is also energy. If you have a lot of anger, that is also energy. So take atomic power. You can use it to light a city, or you can destroy. So energy is energy. How you use it is up to us. And now we can transmute whatever the energy we have locked up in anything, transmute into something desirable.
Amazing.
How grand is that? That's how I found my rings.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Nila, you've been talking so much about the first of all taking responsibility, self-awareness, and being honest with yourself in that self-awareness, and transmuting the not so good into cash, into diamonds, into gold, and this fact that if you have the energy to hold on to all that, then you definitely have the energy to do the other thing as well, to bring it in.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the Like You wellness system is what will help with it. And P Singh has actually written in, feels like we are sitting on piles of abundance, diamonds and gold, because lots of anger is there, considering what Neelaji has just said. So how
Absolutely.
to convert that anger into that piles of gold, silver, diamonds, and abundance is what we will also experience right now, right, Neela? Because I cannot wait for everybody, for all of us, to actually experience this, to go through a little bit, like obviously not like a full-on session, but a quick experience for all of us. What is it that you have in store for us today to experience the Like You wellness system?
Okay, so I'm going to give you a protocol to instantly shift the heaviness into lightness. Okay, so like
Fantastic.
becoming the second household from first household and third household. So becoming an invitation rather than a deterrent.
Fantastic.
Okay,
Neela,
so
do
yeah.
you require the golden key right now on the screen?
Hold on.
Let me know. Just let
Maybe
me
in
know.
a few minutes. In a
Right,
few
right.
minutes. Okay.
Okay.
And then, secondly, I'm going to give you the global light matrix commands to create more lightness. So, how is it important? You may ask, how more lightness and kindness is going to help you manifest anything. We are like sky, and anything you have, the emotion, the density, intensity, the desirable, undesirable situations, all these are like cloud. But we think we are the cloud. That is why we have all those density and intensity. Okay. So using light matrix command and this protocol, you can recognize that you are the sky. Does the sky have any limit, any boundary? Not really. So when you are becoming that, everything is within you, then you can choose what you like to have. Okay? Yes. Now we can go to the protocol. You can bring the golden kindness key. So everybody ready? First of all, I got to ask you.
Yes,
Okay.
ready.
Right, good. So this is called kindness key. This is one of the high vibrational symbols we use. Before start using it, let's go into some self-exploration work. Okay, it doesn't take much long. If money were a person, what kind of person are they to you? Just ask this question. If money were a person, what kind of person are they to you? How are you responding to them? How are they responding to you? Anybody has any response?
I was just going to ask you, Nila, do you want people to write it in the group right away or hold it with us?
Would be good, but
Right.
you don't have to.
Fantastic. So people,
Okay.
your choice. You can either keep it with you or please share with us in the group. It'll be nice for Nila also to know what's going on with you.
Yeah, it would be good to have one example just to talk to people about it.
So Alina says kind.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Right.
And for Nilu?
Rupali says happy person.
Okay.
I was going to say friend.
Okay.
Friend.
Cool.
My friend.
Okay.
Rupali says happy person. Harshal says a person who plays hide and seek. Neeti says a big person who laughs a lot. Neetu says generous. Veena says I am chasing, would like to attract more, but money resistant to come to me. Michelle says happy-go-lucky, full of energy. Sujata says attracted to me. Lotus says my best friend. Money, my friend, always comes to me, but doesn't wait long, says Sachin.
Cool.
Nipa says
Awesome.
yes.
Okay. So if this money person is sitting opposite to you, how would you feel? What will be your emotion? What kind of sensation would you feel in your body?
But I'd be happy to hang out with my friends. So
good. Okay.
And people are writing. Extremely happy, says Veena. Peacing says happy. Happy and relief, says Neeti. Good and happy, says Rupali. Peace and gratitude, says Harshal. Happy and gratitude, says Komal. And happy and excited, says Alina. Happy is coming up everywhere. There's excitement, there's gratitude, others happy, good. Everyone's saying very happy.
So how does that person respond to you?
How does that person respond to, right?
You.
The same way I do. Respond. Mirrors.
Okay. Awesome.
And smiling at me says peacing. Lotus says the same. And Poonam says it's a safe sensation. Harshal says the other person with lots of opportunities. And Neeti says enjoy being with me. Sujata says happy towards me. Veena says happy. Alina says same way as me.
Cool. Wonderful. So it seems like all of you have good relationship with money. Is it fair to say, or most of you have good relationship with money? Is that fair to say?
I'm going to let everybody answer what they feel. I feel I have a good relationship with money, but every now and then I get a jolt and I realize that, something needs work. So I'm going to be upfront and say, I have a good relationship. It's not perfect all the time.
So I'm asking this question, why? Because the energy is not congruent with what you're saying.
Right.
You just, Nilu.
Yes, I understand.
Okay.
Yes.
So it could mean a few things. One is, this is how you want it to be.
Right.
Rather than looking at how it is right now.
Right.
Okay. Right. Or, it is truly that way, but for me, it's not congruent quite.
Right.
If that's the case, all of us should have been really happy. You wouldn't be probably in this car, isn't it? Because money is not concerned to you. So, digging deeper and being brutally honest is important, and coming out of the mind's tricks. This is what mind wants you to think, so that you don't really look at where you are to go where you want to go. Okay, doesn't matter. I'm going to ask you more questions to bring up the limitations you have set for yourselves. Okay, right. So let's ask the questions. In 0 to 10 scale, you are going to rate yourself. Okay, how comfortable are you with earning money? Okay, earning means,
right.
sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. Earning means you have to do something to get something. It's transactional. Okay.
Right.
And
So,
how comfortable are you guys with receiving money? You don't do anything, you simply receive.
So Michelle says 7, P says 8, Luvina says 7, but these are single, you're asking for 2 figures now, right? How comfortable are you earning money and how comfortable are you receiving money?
Yeah.
Right. So 2 people, 2 figures is what we are looking at. So Niti says 10 and 6. So comfortable earning 10, 6 at receiving. Earning is 2, receiving is 10 for Ruj. And I would say earning, I'm going to say 6. Receiving, I'm going to say 9.5.
Okay, good. Very good. Okay, there are more. How good are you, or how comfortable are you in having money?
Okay, Rahul says earning 6, receiving 2. Litali says earning 6, receiving 8. How comfortable are we with having money? Okay, Niti says 100. I'm in the mid 90 percentile.
Okay, good. Okay.
Sujata says 100% comfortable.
Okay, and how comfortable are you with spending money?
So here the higher figure will be the discomfort with it, or the higher figure will be the comfort with it.
Comfort with it. If you are comfortable spending money, it'll be 10 out of 10.
Right. So quite hesitant to spend money, says Sujata. Niti says 100 again to spend. Harshal says spending 7. Nipa says 5. Ravichandran says 10. Vijay says 7. Receiving 10, spending 5, says Alina. And because I had gone into the 100, like the percentage thing, so I'm also going to for me on a scale of 1 to 10, 7.
Okay, so now you can see different aspects. And how comfortable are you with growing money?
Right. I've never really thought about it that way, so that's I'm taking a moment. I think I'm going. 7 is what's coming to me immediately, so I'm not overthinking it. Yeah.
There is no right or wrong. You did it right. The first response is good enough.
Right.
Okay.
6, 7, 10, 6, 8. These are the numbers coming up.
Okay. And how comfortable are you in gifting money?
7.
Cool. So now you have a spectrum, right?
Right.
You are good in something, not so good in something. For me, the most important things in the spectrum is receiving, having, and spending. If you are rating yourself high, then there is no reason not to have money. If you still have problems, that means you are not aware of really how you are functioning. You don't want to be aware, and you don't think you deserve. Okay, so that's a different story altogether, because you got to dive deeper than what we are doing now. That would probably require you to work with a facilitator or someone to go one-on-one. But right now, you know where you are scoring less, all of you, right? Pick that one. wherever you have the lowest score. Pick that. I want you to sense what is the prominent emotion that's coming up when you think about spending, for example. If you are actually not spending, which household are you being?
The third.
Third, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. See, if you have $1 billion and if you can't even spend $1, is there any value in having $1 billion bank account? Not really,
No.
right?
No,
Yeah.
no, yeah. Right.
Okay, so you got the emotion, and I want you to tune into the body and see where you are feeling that emotion. Where in the body you are feeling that density and intensity. Okay?
Yeah, okay. Do you want us to tell you?
No, you don't have to, but
Okay. All right.
if you want to, that's also okay. Okay. So, for example, if it is in heart, just put your palms on the heart. We are acknowledging, yes, this is the resistance that is showing up. And we are going to be using light keys and a light key frequency to release this, to go beyond this. Right now, it feels like, it's a lot. Somebody asked about astrological blocks, right? So you could work on that right now. So you are not the block. We are going to see that you are much beyond that. And when you are the sky has the choice to drop the cloud, right? That's what could happen. Okay, right. Let's go. So assess the intensity of the emotion in 0 to 10 scale. So if you are angry, fearful, sad, in 0 to 10 scale, how dense is this? 10 being the maximum. Got that? Good. Let's go into the protocol. So take one deep breath through the nose, out through the mouth. Now, you're going to trace the kindness key here with your eyes. Okay, how do you do that? You start from the center of the key and you're going to go into the upper right loop. So you are just going to follow the loop with your eyes. Okay, come back to the center and then take the other infinity symbol. So to make it easy for you, I can also use my fingers to trace, or you can use your fingers to trace the kindness key and follow your finger with your eyes. Okay, is that clear, everybody? Nilu, is that clear? We are going to do this.
Yes, Nila. Yes, absolutely clear.
We are going to do this 3 times. Okay, we are going to draw the kindness key with your eyes 3 times. Don't move your head, just the eye. Okay, so for your ease, I'm going to trace the kindness key with my finger. If you want to follow my finger, please feel free. So that is one round. We are going to go into the second. And now the third. Okay, close your eyes, take a deep breath and let go. Okay, now I want you to bring that intense emotion Just keep it in your awareness and follow me. We are going to call something called waves of kindness. It's a frequency, it's a high vibrational frequency that brings up a lot of kindness in all of us. Okay, so follow me. Use the temple, just rub the temple with your fingers and call waves of kindness. Waves of kindness. And allow the waves of kindness to flow through the body. You don't have to visualize. The moment you call, you will fade. Most of you will fade, okay? And then rub the crown and call waves of kindness. Rub the forehead and call waves of kindness. And bring that emotion into your awareness while you are doing this. And cross your hand at the collarbone and just tap and call waves of kindness. Having that emotion in your awareness. Waves of kindness. Now, rub the thumb like this and call waves of kindness. Index finger, waves of kindness. Middle finger, waves of kindness. Ring finger, waves of kindness. Little finger, waves of kindness. Change the hand, thumb, waves of kindness. Index finger, waves of kindness. Middle finger, waves of kindness. Ring finger, waves of kindness. Little finger, waves of kindness. And rub your palms together, calling waves of kindness. And put your palms back on where you were feeling that sensation earlier. And call waves of kindness. You may want to rub, you may want to tap, up to you. And allow waves of kindness to flow through every pore of your body. Just call and allow. And take a deep breath and let go. You can release the screen share, Shilpa. Sorry, Nilu. Thank you.
No worries on that. I didn't want to interrupt you and ask you, so I just
Oh,
said, let it
oh,
be till you just let me know.
good, great, thank you. Okay, now go back and sense your emotion. Are you more of the sky than the cloud now?
I'm going to wait for people to write it if you'd like that. But yes, I think just kindness is we talk about it all the time and we say it all the time, and we talk about being it to others.
Yeah,
But when this was it was like kindness for self, right? So
absolutely.
it was
Yeah.
quite it was nice, yes, but it was quite emotional. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's
Yes.
what it brings up, because most of the time we ignore ourselves, right? We live for others, all sacrificial lambs. But if you don't live for yourself, who is going to live for you?
Absolutely.
if you're just living for everybody else, why did you really come to this world? Right? So each path we create on our own is important in the universe. It expands the universe. Every choice you make creates a new pathway. So you are unique. That's why you are here. So if we
And-
always give for others, okay. And when you are kind to yourself, you are more willing to gift what you are asking for to yourself.
Right.
Yeah. If you are not, then you will still feel underneath, deep inside, you still don't deserve. And that is why you may receive money and destroy it, let it go, lose it, or don't spend it for you. Don't enjoy money. Okay? So that
Sachin,
changes.
Sachin has written in saying soul calm, dancing, swinging. Piecing says, feeling much better and calm. Surprisingly, this finger massage was feeling so good. But it isn't over yet, right? We
Yes,
still have
it's
something.
not.
Yes.
It's not. We are just moving into being an invitation now.
Right.
Yeah. So you're becoming the second household with respect to all these aspects of money. And then money comes to you with ease, with grace, with eagerness. Okay, cool. So now that you are all moving into the second household, we can look around if there is any clutter and then probably exchange it for more lightness, more kindness, and more light for you. So we are going to be using something called Light Matrix Global Command. Okay, so global command is like it encompasses everything. Money is energy, and if you like, you can create money. If you like, you can create harmony. So we are going to be using the energy that you have locked up in lack, locked up in any intense emotion, to create more light, lightness, and kindness. Okay? Which means when you have all these, you are being this guy, then you can choose whatever you like to have. All right? Now go back and look at your ratings. How are your ratings different now? For earning, for receiving. Now let's focus on three things: receiving, having, and spending. How do they look now?
Better.
Better.
Like
Good.
better, like higher numbers in the positive.
Good. Yeah. So amongst these three, which one is the lowest? Pick that up. Okay.
Got it.
And then sense what is the prominent emotion you have about it. For example, if you still are rating yourself lower in spending, think about spending a lot. Yeah. And sense what emotion that comes up. Are you totally relaxed into it? Or do you still have anxiety, fear, scarcity, lack? What is it that you have?
Yes,
Okay.
like I said, yeah, just sharing because I think everyone's
Sure.
just absorbing this, and so just for this to also be out there. So as I said, the numbers have increased, and what it feels like the last bit that is left now for it to get to a full score of 10 feels like that, that last bit of muck that is not being scraped out, like when you're cleaning a vessel, like there's one that right at the bottom where your hand doesn't reach, like you really have to like go into it. So I feel as if that is what is left. So that's why I'm still not on a 10. That's how I'm seeing it.
Yeah. Good. Why? Because you still have some assets. Yeah. So, people used to tell me, God, I've created so much debt. I say, celebrate because you have the capacity to create money flow. But the money flow is in the opposite direction of what you desire.
Right.
It's like having a car which can go to 10,000 miles in probably, let's say, 3 days. You have the car, but you have gone into the opposite, gone in the opposite direction. All you have to take is take a U-turn.
U-turn.
Because you have the car. So celebrate whatever you have right now. That's a creation. And that creation may not be to your liking. That's okay, but you have the capacity to create. Yeah, that's what you can acknowledge. Right. Okay. So now you have the emotion and sense the intensity of it in 0 to 10 scale. And look at where it is in the body. Acknowledge the sensation. That's the resistance you are holding on to, nobody else. Yeah, you.
Right. Right.
Remember, you are the sky. Okay, so now we are going to use the light matrix command. So light matrix is the element of the universe that connects everything. So how I perceive it is like a mesh made out of light that's connecting everything, right? This is kind of responsible for the butterfly effect. Where the butterfly flutters, it's when a butterfly flutters its wings, it impacts something somewhere else, like a tsunami may be created. Yeah. So light matrix is responsible for that in my awareness. You don't have to take it, use it if it works for you. Okay. You don't have to understand it either. So we are going to ask light matrix to do some work for us. We are the masters of the universe. Remember, you are one of the pieces of the puzzle, of the grand puzzle. So you complete the universe. So you have the right to command. That's what we are going to do. We are not going to beg. We are commanding. Right. So sense the intensity of the emotion you have about spending, for example, or anything that you are resisting. And I want to, sorry, go on.
I was just saying that a few people did write in. Ashish said fear of spending, piecing saying lack of source. Nipa says not able to earn. So the earn and the earning and spending is also shown up.
Right. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Good. Okay. So I'm going to be calling out the command. You can either say it out loud after me, or you can simply receive or repeat it in your head. Totally up to you. It'll work either way. Okay. So, light matrix, clear, cancel, and transmute the density and intensity of this emotion into light, lightness, and kindness. You don't have to do anything else. You don't have to visualize. Simply be in allowance of light matrix to do this transmutation for you. Okay. Let's use it a couple of more times. Light matrix, clear, cancel, and transmute all this density and intensity of this emotion into light, lightness, and kindness. You can see my body moving. Yeah. So for me, it's like immediate shift. Let's do it just once more. Light matrix, clear, cancel, and transmute the density and intensity of this emotion into light, lightness, and kindness. Okay, take a deep breath and let go. And now reassess your emotion and also the score of the spectrum.
Right.
How
So
is it?
Yeah, so it's like where it was being felt, there was movement, and for a moment it felt like it just moved from there and went somewhere else, but was not heading out. And then almost like a sense of loss that don't leave me and go. And then
Interesting.
and then settled.
You see, that's a good awareness. Then do you see that you are the one who's holding on to that? That's a good awareness because you're taking responsibility. When you know I am the one who's holding on to the chain, you can decide when to let go of, right?
Right.
The chain
Right.
is not holding you. You are the one who's holding the chain. So it's your choice, your decision. You don't have to make it now. But now you are empowered. You know you are the one and you know how to let it go. You have the tools. All that happened probably in under a minute, and you have the command with you. You can take it home. You can use it anytime, million times a day, if required. It doesn't require that many times, actually. You can create such lightness through the command within a couple of minutes. The more and more you use, you don't have to use anymore. At some point, you will become the sky. You will know, okay, these are all the clouds that I'm holding on to. I can drop anytime. They will pass. And you be the space. And you can decide, okay, now I'm going to choose a rainbow instead of a cloud. Okay.
Fantastic. And Piecing has written in saying, experienced tingling here and there, shifting in my pain area and lower back area, and slowly calmed out. Nipa says head was throbbing and then it stopped when we said it the third time. Ashish has written the command. Ashish, I don't know if you've gotten some of the words off. It's not transfer, it's transmute the density and intensity of not solution of the emotions into lightness and kindness, right? Okay. Rupali
So
felt
you
a
don't
twitch.
even have to go into, the density and intensity of all this.
Right.
The simplified version could be just get the awareness of the sensation or the emotion. You can say light matrix, clear, cancel, and transmute this into
Right.
lightness and kindness.
Fantastic. Rupali felt a twitch on the left shoulder. Payal says that a lot of negative emotions came up and really dense ones. But as I said the words, it just vanished. So
Awesome.
these are the experiences that people have felt and have written in about. There are many of us here. Not everybody is like ready to start typing in immediately, which is fine. Nila, I know that Elaine, I think, is here right now, and she is here. She has a very tiny window. So should we just get her in quickly?
Yeah.
Because, right, and Elaine, do you have your, yes, you do have your video on. I'm sending you a request to unmute. Nila, you want to tell us a little something about Elaine while she comes on?
Oh, yes, Elaine is in Singapore, and she's a great creator. She's a great person, great receiver. She has been practicing Light Key Wellness System for a long time. And, the kind of receiving she has for anything is amazing. You know, when some people are in the class, they can act like a thermometer. You know how the class is going, how the tools are being received. Elaine is one of them. I can see through when she's in the class, okay, how it's being received. So Elaine worked for me in my IT wing as well, and helped me with manuals and things like that in my light key wellness system as well. So we have kind of holistic relationship there, and she'll be happy to share her experience with you guys.
Looking forward to hearing that. Hi, Elaine.
Hey, hi everyone. Yeah, so I've been practicing the Light Keys wellness protocols and whatever Nila has shared with all of you today. So I found that like things have been flowing with ease for me in like for example like money, even like recently I was like the light matrix that Nila has shared with all of you. There are many, this is one of the many ways that we can actually use light matrix. So right now I'm in a full-time job where I'm managing a business where there is a lot of going on, like there's a lot of multitasking, and there's like monthly targets that the business has to meet. But with using light matrix, I use it, we can use it in a grid, which you will learn if you take one of the classes with Nila. Basically, the grid actually creates it basically transmutes whatever intensity that you're encountering. Like, for example, for me in the business, it actually transmutes the intense energy into something that I would like to create for that month. For example, since creating the grids, right, I have been meeting the monthly targets and sometimes exceeding it as well. So it's very, very easy, very easy to use, and it's so simple that sometimes you can't. It's basically you don't even have to do anything, and the lightness is created. Yeah.
Amazing. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Elaine, for making the time to come on. We were aware of the fact that you have a very tiny window. So glad we were able to catch you during that and have you here. Thank you so much for sharing. Nila, would you like to say anything to Elaine before we say bye to her?
No, I'm just grateful. So grateful. Even today we had a class, advanced total body tune-up. She was there in the class. You know, the support I've been receiving through her receiving, it helps me to create more. So thank you, Elaine.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Elaine. And as Elaine just mentioned, this grid, so it is a part of what you're teaching, right, Nila? Even for today, what you have for offer for everyone, which people we will take you through in a very, very quick bit, because Nila, you know, people, your own stories about the money is not being paid, recovered, making the money's goal being found, it being used in business, one grid is made and monthly targets are being met, sometimes even more. We've just been through this wonderful experience. You have a very, very simple offer for everybody. It's a one thing. So very quickly want to take everybody through it. And I know Tamanna is also here, but we'll bring her on after that. Okay, I just need a moment to refresh my screen and we'll get the offers in. In the meantime, people, if you have any questions still on your mind, go ahead and put them down. For now, we are going to take you through this very quickly. Please remember, we started the call at what was 3 a.m. for Nila. So, you know, we're going to hold that space and time for Nila as well.
Thank you.
Okay, we have Money Mastery with Light Keys with Nila. It is a very special package that Nila has put together for everybody. Nila, take us through it.
Okay, sure. Okay. So in this package, the first one will be a twin class. Okay. The first in the twin class, the first part will be the basic light matrix miracle course. What you learn in this is to create a grid with light matrix to work for you 24/7. So right now you are using the light matrix command to transmute stuff for you, right? So the grid, which is a combination of the command and the sacred geometry, will work for you. When you create it and put it somewhere, it's going to work for you perpetually, 24/7. You don't have to use the commands. You'll be very, very surprised after a week or so, if you look at it, what has transpired for you from the moment you created the grid. It's amazing. So many people have written to me about light matrix grid, the miracles of it, getting admissions into amazing colleges, and people coming back into their lives, businesses just opening up, new revenue streams opening up, and things like that. Okay. And you will also be learning manifestation commands. So what I gave you was global command. So light matrix manifestation command will also be taught in this class. This is really life-changing. If you are taking just one class in light key wellness system, I would recommend this class for you. Okay, this is kind of all round. This creates the space for you, and then from that you can go up. So that's the basic light matrix miracle class. And then, as the slide says, there are so many testimonials for this course. This is very simple, very cute, and sometimes it's too easy for people to use it. It's
Right.
too easy. I don't use it because a lot of times we choose density and intensity and hard
Right.
work. But
Right.
once you get the taste of the light and lightness in your life, you will not go back. Okay. Right. And the second part, we are going to be using the light matrix manifestation command as well as the light matrix grid to transmute your lack and limitations into gold, cash, and money flow, or anything else you want. But we are going to be specifically doing this for prosperity, okay? Doing a grid for prosperity. You can use it for gold, cash, money flow, or revenue streams, or wealth. But we are going to be focusing on the prosperity and wealth. The thing is, the more resistance you have, the more assets you have to transmute. So
Right.
celebrate whatever, wherever you are, because you have a great tool to transmute anything into gold, cash, money flow, wealth, revenue stream, or whatever you like to create. Okay. So this will also include your, beliefs you have, memories you have, secrets you have, regrets you have. All those can be converted. Okay, right. And then you also are going to get a recorded workshop I did last year, which was one of the most appreciated one. It's called Fame, Fortune, and Stardom with advanced light matrix commands. Okay, so you can use this as a loop as well. So would you like to have fame, fortune, stardom, all of it, or any one of it?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you can have this. This is an amazing loop. This goes further into the structures and systems we have built on which we are functioning. So advanced light matrix command is, the command goes even deeper than the light matrix command. Light matrix command is awesome, but if you are someone who has created a lot of resistance, who has been practicing resistance for a lot, advanced light matrix command will help you to get even deeper and access more assets Yeah, right. And then what else do we have? Yeah, you can listen to it consciously, cognitively, or just put it in a loop while you sleep or while you work, while watching TV. It doesn't have to be loud. So it's really easy. And then we have bonuses for you. This is bonus or no, it's part of the package.
This is
So
part of the package,
releasing,
yes.
yeah, releasing
Yes.
into abundance with light matrix. Again, if you don't want to consciously, continuously using the command, you can use these recorded loops. We have 3 loops for you. So release the resistance to money. Even if you don't recognize your resistance, even if you are trying to think positive and suppress all the resistance, this will bring up and release. Okay. And poverty consciousness. So if you are aligning with your country, your race, your ancestors, your family, then this one is for you. See, for me, I didn't want to be above anybody in my family. I was always trying to align in the name of being humble, humility. I don't want to earn more than my uncle, whom I respect. I don't want to have more money than my cousins. That was one of my programs.
Right.
So if I am falling within these boundaries, will I be able to show a different possibility to people? Maybe to the next generation? Not really, right? So that's what we are going to release here. And releasing money worries. Have you ever seen worries helping you in anything? Worries is
No.
prayer for what you don't want. Yeah.
Right.
So if you have a lot of worries, then let's take them and transmute them into whatever we like to have. Okay, so these are amazing 3 loops that are available for you as well to run in the background. And what else do we have? Powerful self-help in 2-in-1 workshop. That workshop, the
Basic life
Life
matrix.
Matrix Miracle, Miracle
Right.
course. It comes with a comprehensive manual. All of our courses have great manuals. I'm very proud of them. Manuals, and you get video and audio recordings as well. You can play it online or you can download into your system and listen. We have a great system for you to be part of. Along with that, you are going to get those MP3s as well. Okay, so the classes for 1.5 hours, it's on 14th November.
At
I hope to
7:30
see you.
p.m. Right.
Yeah, I hope to see you guys.
Yes, absolutely. The time is 7:30 p.m. IST and 9 a.m. ET.
Yeah. So if you can convert your lack and limitations into gold, cash, and money wealth in 1.5 hours, why not? What are you going to
Absolutely.
lose?
Absolutely. And then you have bonuses, Neela.
Yes, I do. Yes. See, as you may know, I'm a channel and medium as well. I do a lot of energy transmissions. So I'm going to be doing live transmission for money from the great goddess Mahalakshmi herself after the class, just after the class, as part of the class. We are going to be doing this, okay, for you exclusively if you are attending. So this will help you to elevate your vibration. It will help you to align with money. So you will become, and you are getting the help of the divine to become the second household, to align and invite money. So money can easily come into you. After receiving Mahalakshmi money transmissions, people have had money coming in, unexpected bonuses coming in, upgrades happening, and all these things. Okay, the next one, please.
This is the WOW bonus call on the weekend of wealth.
Okay, so we are going to be working with beings of light who have mastery with money. Okay, so some people think that beings of light don't care about money. Okay, so everything is inclusive in this universe. Money is also an energy. Money also helps to shift stuff for people. It facilitates, right? Money facilitates interactions, transactions. It helps you showing different possibilities for people. So I work with different groups of light beings. They're called Syrians from Sirius. They help us with ascension. Arcturians, they are great with medical information, medical technology. And I work with work with ancients. Ancients are kind of my constant support. So ancients are light of group of light beings who have been here from the inception of the earth. Okay, so they've been here on planet Earth and they have now ascended, which means that they have great knowledge of how the reality works on the planet, how the human body works, how the transactions work, how the interactions work. So they have great capacity with money as well. We are going to bring them in and open the floodgates of money. Guys, imagine if you believe in karma, why karma should be just bad? Why should you only bring sins from the past? Why not treasures from the past? Where did your wealth go from past lives? Where did you bury your treasure? Why can't we get this information as well? Why are we always connecting our past to density and intensity? How much capacity did you have for money? How much wealth did you have for money in your past lives? Why can't we have access to that as being infinite? Yeah, so that's what ancients will help us with this one. We will open the floodgates of money. Wherever you have buried money, you can ask the earth to show you.
Fantastic.
You can ask the money to come back.
Right.
You can get it from the people you gave your money to from any lifetime. Why not? And you can tap into the money transaction, the current of money that's flowing around. So that's what we are going to be doing with ancients on 3rd, right? 3rd November.
Yes, 3rd November, 3:33 p.m.
Yeah, it'll be a journey, kind of spiritual journey, altered state journey, if you like to call it that. You will get a lot of awareness into your own capacities, and you will also get more awareness of what possibilities are available for you, what you can tap into, etc. Okay? Awesome.
Absolutely awesome.
Good. And all these are valued at $251 or 18,401 rupees. Okay. All these treasures. How much are we charging you? Just $81 or 5,879 rupees.
Right.
Okay,
That's a
so
68% savings, Nila. That's fantastic.
fantastic, isn't it? So I would like to see this world prosperous. Absolutely. I want everybody to have prosperity. I would like everybody to have smiles and giggles and laughter. So I am willing to go all in. If I can help you create that change, why not? Why to hoard, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And in fact, Nila, $81 or 5,879, and people Wow, buyers, you get to use a special code and save another 10%. So
Awesome.
if you're
So
ready, yes, Neela.
yeah, think about how much a pizza costs.
Right. Right. So be the magic beyond logic with Light Matrix with Neela starting now. All the details are in the Telegram group. You will also catch it in the replay. You were saying something, Neela, when I was so excited to come and say stop the magic without the logic.
No. That's okay. That's absolutely okay. So I was just saying, okay, think about the pizza, think about the coffee, money spent, and this is not that much. You can change your life with this class, this package.
Absolutely. There are just one or two just one or two questions that came in, which are kind of covered. But for example, Vijay asked, can health and where is it gone? Yes, will this work for good physical and mental health also, and to forget the past and start a new life? Well, you did mention it being applicable to areas of health and relationship also. And
Absolutely.
to forget the past and start a new life, how do you interpret that, Neela, and what would you like to tell Vijay Lakshmi about that?
Oh, yeah. So, memories and stories also require energy to hold on, right? And we hold on to stuff sometimes to keep company, sometimes to give us identity.
Right.
Like, okay, this person did this to me, so I am this. But you are not just that. That's just one label.
Right.
Okay, so the Light Matrix course, the Light Matrix Miracle course, will bring out all these things that you are holding on to and also everything behind that. The platform, the structure that is helping you to hold on to them and transmute all of them into whatever you like. In this case, in your case, you are asking to create new beginnings. You can create new beginnings. Maybe you like to have kind people in your life. You can create kind people. You can be the invitation for kind people. Then you can create more laughter. You can just transmute all those things that are weighing you down into something totally light. It does not have to be money. It does not have to be just relationship. It can be anything you desire. That's what the Light Matrix Miracle Basic course will teach you. Okay.
And Niti's asked, is there only one date, 14th November? Is there an alternative date that you might have for somebody who's unable to attend on 14th November?
I don't do a lot of basic classes actually. There are
Right.
facilitators, right? So only for
Mystic
summits
Lotus.
like
Right.
this,
Right.
I offer basic classes. So I don't know, but you can get the recordings if you like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
It'll work the same.
Right. And Neera has actually asked Neela that does the practice of so many modalities cause confusion because all promise manifestation?
Great question. Yeah, I used to get confused. But what I have learned is that the underlying current is the same. How we interpret is different. That's my learning from learning all these modalities. So for me, it's like this, okay? Let's say that there is a globe, Earth, okay? We start from the bottom tip of the Earth, and I go this way and you go that way, right? So the further we travel, at some point we realize that we are in parallel tracks. We are not in the opposite direction. When we start, it may look like we are in the opposite direction, right? And then the farther you travel, you realize that you are probably going in parallel. And the further you go, you are going to meet somewhere. So for me, the more and more you go deeper, you will find that everything is a contribution.
Right.
There is no confusion. I have all these tools in my kit. In private sessions, I use everything. I don't have anything against any modality.
Right.
Some people react to something, some people respond to something, some people align with something. It's absolutely okay. So when you have all those in your toolkit, you can help accordingly.
You can pick and choose because you have that money.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
See, these are all the tools. You are the surgeon. That's important thing. That's what you got to get. These are all just tools. You are the one who has to get the awareness of which tool to use, when to use. Yeah. If I give you a knife, you can use it in different ways. You can cut cake, you can chop vegetables, you can do surgery, you can stab a person.
Right.
Everything is up to you. So that recognition has to come. These are all just tools. You are the master.
Very nicely put. Thank you so much for that. And one last question, and we will get the manna on. Komal's asked, is this only 1 day class? Yes, Komal, we have just re-established that. It's a 1.5 hour class on 1 day, and access to recordings will be there. Komal has asked, can we help others also with this technique? It's a workshop you're doing. You're not, it's a workshop. It's not a training.
Mm.
Or it's a
No, it
workshop
is a
to train, but it's only for yourself. It's
for
not a
yourself.
certified
Yes,
one.
yes, yes.
You cannot
If
take it further.
correct. So if
Right.
you want to help others, there is an advanced course. The course
Right.
I'm teaching on 14th is self-help for you.
Right.
That
Right.
itself is a great contribution, I'm telling you. When you are being that invitation, people can see, oh, wow, okay, if that is possible for her, it is possible for me as well. That itself is a great contribution.
Right.
And if
Right.
you want to do the grids for others, then you can go on and do the advanced class as well.
Right. And Neera has written in, but a buffet leads to overeating that can cause indigestion. I just want to say this. I love buffets. All right. I'm a huge buffet fan. I've never had to suffer indigestion. It all depends on how much of what you put on your platter. Who's asking you to stuff yourself? Take whatever you want to eat and enjoy. That goes because when you're talking about buffet and food, that's why using the analogy, right? Right, Neela? You
Absolutely,
take
Neelu.
whatever you want to learn and start applying for yourself.
Exactly, Neelu. The thing
Right.
is, just like I said earlier, the mastery. You are the master. Okay, so when you are saying, I get stuffed, then there is an element of having no power, no choice. That's not mastery, right? So that's what you can work on with life given the system. With mastery, you will know, okay, it's me doing, and I know what to do.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Has that yes, of course, Neera, and I was also saying it in a lighter vein only. Who talks about buffets and indigestion like this in a call? I will always talk about food. So yes, I hope you've also taken that on a lighter note. What is the advanced course? We don't have that on here right now, Komal. If you do take the basic one on, you'll be able to get in touch with Neela for the same, correct?
Correct.
Right. Yes. And some hurdles as per horoscope can be come out using the light key wellness system, asks Vijaya. Again, the horoscope, the astrology, because again, it's something that we've grown up with, right? And we know. And I just want to say this, Neela. I want to say this to everybody. There are certain things we've heard today that we're not used to listening to. We're not used to anybody telling us, why are you giving so much attention to karma? Why are you giving so much? It's all there. It is there. You please take responsibility for your life. Come into that awareness, be honest about it, and do something to change it. Right? This is what you said at the beginning.
Absolutely.
Right? And we're not used to somebody telling us, why are you paying attention to karma? We're just not used to it. So that has been and that's been that's I'm not going to say a slap on the face. I'm going to say it's a jolt towards positive affirmation. Okay, that just sounded like a statement. Towards a positive approach towards something new that we've just heard about for the first time.
I would even rephrase it a little bit. It is just being open to seeing other possibilities.
Yes.
I'm
Correct.
not even asking you to think positively. I am saying, okay, if astrology, karma is one possibility, there is another possibility of all that not being true as well. I am not going into the argument of whether that is true, whether
Right.
that has impact on you. I am just asking you to be open. Okay, what's beyond that?
Right.
Beyond that, there is always infinite space. What is available there?
And people, please don't forget, Nila has learned 50 modalities herself. You've learned 50 modalities yourself.
Oh yeah, I'm still learning.
You're still learning, right?
Yeah,
because
last
learning
year
never
I did.
stops. Learning
No, I
never
haven't.
stops. Yes,
No,
absolutely.
last
Right.
year I
Right.
did certification on Qigong. So I'm
Nice.
still
Right.
Uh,
Right.
Everything is a contribution. We don't have to. I
Absolutely.
never say this is the only thing, this is the best thing. No. If you see anybody saying that, run.
Absolutely. And you know what? Tamanna's here. Let's hear from one more person who's done this. We've heard stories. We've just heard from Elaine, and Tamanna's right here. Anila, you want to tell us something about Tamanna?
Oh, Tamil is a rock. So, if you are in India, if you have been following cricket for a while, Tamanna is like Rahul Dravid.
Oh no, then I'm sorry. She's the wall. She's not the rock. She's the wall.
Oh,
Rahul
wall.
Dravid
Yeah,
is the
okay,
wall.
yes, you're right. Yeah, okay. Okay, pretty strong and unwavering commitment to anything, to support people, to be the space. Just be the space. And she's also like another thermometer for me in the class. You can see the energy movement in her body, literally. You can see her body swaying, yawning, eyes watering, very sensitive, highly sensitive. For me, it's interesting to see such a highly sensitive person to be such a strong rock for others as well. Because highly sensitive people absorb things from others, but her awareness helps her to separate that. Okay, this is not mine, this is mine. So I be the space consistently. Thank you, Tamanna, for being here. So Tamanna also helps me she works with me on my body, and one person I trust to give that job is Tamanna. I don't just go to anybody to work on me. If I need help from anybody external, then Tamanna is on top of my list because she has that space. She doesn't project anything. She doesn't cling on to anything. So great. Thank you, Tamanna, for being you.
Nice. Hi, Tamanna. Welcome in.
Hi, and thank
You're here. We can see you. We can see you.
yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, and thank you, Neela, for the so kind words, and thank you for giving me this commitment, because I have got it from you. This unwavering commitment that you talk about me, I have it from you. When I started out, you know how I was, and you know how I was not trusting myself and trusting out there everybody else, and not being there for me. What one thing that I learned from Neela was, yes, being that rock for yourself first, being that master in your life. Nothing in your life is bigger than you. It may seem, it still looks like sometimes, oh, you get speed breakers in life, you get jolts in life. And it is so nice of her to even admit on such a call that she also gets processes done on herself. I don't know of teachers who would talk about, because people have kind of believes that teachers and masters are all up there, they put them on a pedestal. She never allows us to keep her on a pedestal. She says, I'm all like you. We are all equal. We are all going through a journey. And she's all there. Yeah, people, let me tell you one thing. If you have to bring up the alchemist in you, Neela is all there to support you today with her tools, because yes, light matrix command is my go-to command. You know, as I said, we all come across speed breakers. What you do when you come across a speed breaker? You slow down your
Slow
car.
down.
You travel in a certain way. You know, you move your car in a certain way. You need something to do when the speed breaker comes in. So light matrix command is that first quick thing, that subconscious thing that goes on with you. With the light grid, people have been asking what else apart from money. I have used it for my daughter and worked on her self-confidence and her self-love levels, which she has remarkably seen changes over the past year. She has come out of all that, you know, vulnerability, all that, like, you know, the victimhood, all that, beating herself up with the grids that I have made for her. And she loves receiving all those processes, so she's received it. And for me, I was, if you could guess which house I would have been before this, I was being the house number 3. I was holding on, not spending, fearful. What will I do if I run out of this money that I have? So I was holding on more. And yeah, I changed all of that. Really. Today, I am. Recently, I asked Light Matrix Grid to give me some extra bucks. Okay. So Neela has taught us not to get attached to the way you want. So I did ask for some extra bucks, but how it showed up, let me tell you. I have come out of that spending, not spending thing. So it has manifested as ease with spending. I'm working on a trousseau of my niece. So I'm doing all the shopping. I'm doing all the stuff. I'm getting all the things ready for the wedding, because she's not in India. She's in Canada. And let me tell you, I have been working with trousseaus for the past 10 years. Every 2 years, I'm making trousseau for somebody, you know, in the family. I haven't had this kind of ease anytime. It's like so quick, so swift. And the deals that I'm getting are way lesser than what I had thought of mentally, what I had, you know, doing the market survey. So I believe, as they say, a penny saved is a penny earned. So I have already earned much more than I asked from the light grid this time. So light grid has also helped me with. So I'd intentionally worked on it. I did not even draw the whole thing. I intentionally asked it to help me for my weight loss. And I did try losing weight 2 times before. I was successful for 2 kgs or so. Okay. This time I lost 8 kgs.
Whoa.
Amazing.
So what it gives you, does it really shed your weight down or give you money in hand? No, it gives you awareness. It gives you that commitment. And as Neela says, trust your awareness. I had this commitment to keep going on. I got a dietitian who was very, like, you know, who knew, who could understand me, how I wanted to lose weight and how I wanted to eat, how I wanted to do things. And she supported me in all that. And I could sustain that, you know, changes in my diet.
Right.
For the money part, let me also tell you guys, I have tripled my money since I came into life.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So it gives you awareness. I wouldn't have the kind of work I'm doing, I wouldn't have logically thought of it or accepted it. But Neela like bangs on me, hammers me, trust your awareness. And I would like, okay, let me trust and see what shows up. And I am never disappointed by trusting. So yeah, this is how it goes. If you have any more questions, guys, you can ask me where else I have used it, because I have been using light key tools in and out, day and night. It is all there in me. So sometimes I get confused which tool work for what. But yeah, because I have been using it so much that it's like quick.
Second nature.
Yeah, yes.
Right. Fantastic. I really appreciate the fact that you went beyond just the money bit. There were other aspects of life. We are on the Money Summit, yes, and that has been the key focus. But the Like You Wellness System impacts all areas of life. And so thank you very much, Tamanna, for waiting, being on the call all this time, waiting to come on and share with us. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Nila, anything you want to say to Tamanna before we say bye to her?
Just being very grateful. Her whole family, she has brought a lot of people into like the wellness system. Her mom gave me a hug when I was in Mumbai last June, and her son is a big supporter of me, and we are very good buddies. He's 9 years, but we are very good buddies. So I am very, very grateful to Tamanna.
Fantastic. And yes, we are very grateful for Elaine and Tamanna coming on and giving us another perspective on this entire wonderful system that you have, Nila, and that you brought for us today. There is one last question that has come, which is, will it help in finding lost items? It's just come out of the blue, so I'm asking. Atul has asked this question.
See, I shared the story, right? 7 gold rings last 11 years back. Yeah, I didn't even consciously ask for it. But one thing you got to remember, what if whatever you have lost is insignificant or becomes insignificant? Let's say you lost 10,000 rupees. Would you ask for 10,000 rupees, or would you ask for $10 billion? When you can ask for $10 billion, why would you focus on 10,000 rupees? When you have $10 billion, would 10,000 rupees be significant? That's what I would recommend. Instead of focusing on what you lost, I would recommend you to focus on what you like to have instead.
Right.
That will possibly bring back that 10,000, or it may become like a pocket change for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Fantastic. And yes, we have gone past time, but it's been such a smooth call, Nila. Like I said, you've kind of jolted us with a few things, and nicely so, happily so. And the fact that, we're all friends with money, and yes. And then suddenly realizing that the reality of what we think is not. So to come into that alignment and therefore work on ourselves, to go through that experience has been amazing. You've told us that the universe is abundant, that we just need to stop and look. We need to take responsibility, be in awareness, be honest with ourselves in that awareness. And you took us through that with asking us all those questions with the 3 things that you mentioned are crucial: the receiving, the having, and the spending. Right. And the houses, the 3 houses, which house do you want to belong to? Beautifully put again. And of course, the kindness keys, so beautiful. And the global command, for global light matrix command that can be used to transmute anything. And of course, this amazing offer, which is, I'm just going to repeat this for everybody before we go towards the end of the call. It's a 2-in-1 workshop: Money Miracle with Light Matrix, Basic Light Matrix Miracle, transmute your lack and limitations into gold, cash, and money flow. There will be PDF and call recordings, plus recorded workshop of Fame, Fortune, and Stardom with advanced light matrix commands, 3 recorded loops, MP3s of Releasing into Abundance with Light Matrix, and 2 lovely bonuses: Mahalakshmi Money live transmission at the end of the class, and Opening the Floodgates of Money with the Beings of Light live group Zoom call on the Weekend of Wealth, 3rd of November, 3:33 p.m. IST and 6:03 a.m. ET. All of it is yours for only $81 or 5,879 rupees. And wow, buyers can apply their further 10% savings special code as well. Superb. Thoroughly enjoyed this call, Nila. Thank you so much for it. Before we say our final buys, any last words you want to leave us with?
If I can do it, you
Yes.
can do it.
Okay. I thought you would say, if I can do, as in you were going to say, if I can do it. So I thought you were actually going to do something. If you can do it, so okay. You know, Nila, you brought up Rahul Dravid. So I don't think I brought this up before. I don't know if you remember the show called Yan Can Cook. So that had the same time. If Yan can cook, so can you. So I'm just going to use it. Yeah. So if Nila could do it, so can we. And on that very nice, uplifting thing to take back, Nila, thank you so much for this call. Thank you for staying awake. It must be early morning now there for you. I hope you have a good breakfast and get some rest before the rest of the day starts for you. Everybody else who's been with us here throughout the call from the beginning till the end, thank you so much for your time. And we will see Nila next on the 3rd of November on the WOW call, and you will catch her on the 14th of November with her amazing, beautiful offer that she has here for everybody. See you all, everyone. Same time, same place, tomorrow, 12:33 p.m. IST on the Mystic Lotus and Dragonflies. Awesome, Devi.
Love you all. Bye-bye. Be well. Happy living, everyone. Giggles and laughter. Bye.